Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to take a look at autocrafting and why I think this should be in vanilla Minecraft. Alright, just to start off I'm going to say I'm using the Quickcarpet mod. So as you can see here, this is the mod that I'm using and I'm using this autocrafting table. So this is the one I'm using. I'll also leave down in the video description below a link to where you can download it if you also want to play around with it and so on. Okay, so let's quickly discuss autocrafting. So I've downloaded this mod about a week ago and I've been playing around with autocrafting specifically, and yeah, to be honest, it's actually really fun playing around with it, building systems for it, because it's actually not that simple. There is other implementations of it, but I think this one is actually most vanilla-like, yeah, as far as I have seen. Okay, so let's quickly look at a few other things that work in a similar way. So at the moment, if you have a crafting table, you can put items in the slots, but as soon as you leave the crafting table, the items would either go into inventory, or if it's full, it would drop out onto the ground. So yeah, you couldn't really leave items in here like a chest, for example. And also another thing is that hoppers, you could place them on top of crafting tables, but it wouldn't fill them up. So yeah, at the moment auto crafting is enabled, so yeah, now it will actually fill up. So yeah, in the normal just vanilla Minecraft, yeah, hoppers cannot interact with crafting tables. But something like this furnace right here that has a hopper from the back that's filling it up with dried kelp blocks. So this is the fuel source, and from the top we have kelp here coming in, and this is actually a very simple system, and this works very similarly to the autocrafting. So yeah, it isn't also, yeah, this isn't that simple. So you also need to bring in the items you want to smelt, let's say the kelp in this instance. You have to bring that in from the top, and then you also have to bring in your fuel source from the back, and then from the bottom you take your output. So this is actually, it's not that difficult, but you still need to know, yeah, just a few basic things of how to make it work. All right, then we also have the brewing stand, and this is actually something that can interact with hoppers and redstone, and you could make a fully automatic potion brewer that makes any kind of potion. So this is just a simple system to demonstrate that, and to demonstrate actually how, yeah, how much knowledge you actually need and what kind of intricate system you need to build to actually make this work. So if you look inside, you can see that the blaze powder is filled in from the side. So this is done just by the simple hopper and chest. So as the blaze powder is used up, it would just be refilled again. But the bottles you would need to fill in, so you need to fill in 3 bottles, and then you would need to fill in the correct ingredients for your potion in the correct order. So that is where it becomes tricky. So the system like this, you have hopper down below, and this will actually take the finished potions out, but you need to lock this hopper. Otherwise, if you yeah, as you can see here, we also lock that hopper. So I unlocked it by just turning that lever, and so now you can see this bottles has filled in. But if this wasn't here, it would actually take out the bottles, just the, yeah, water bottles. So the first thing is you would need to power this hopper all the time, except when you want to take out 3 potions. So yeah, and then also this one, you also have to depower this hopper just for the correct amount of time to fill in 3 water bottles. And then the next thing is you need to fill in your ingredients. So in this case, I'm just going to make a simple potion. So I'm just going to put in some fermented spider eyes. So just like this. So as you can see here, it now populates into the slot. So basically, it just went through the hoppers. Nothing crazy. But yeah, you would have to wire this up with redstone so that it automatically fills in the 3 water bottles. Then it um, yeah, brings in your first ingredient, and as you can see now, it's a potion of weakness, but I want to make it a splash, and now we have to put in some gunpowder as well. Now you can see that is brought in. So there's a whole process behind this, and it has to be in specific steps and in a correct order. Otherwise, yeah, it won't work, or yeah, the system might break. So yeah, as soon as it's done here, okay, there you can see now it's a splash potion. So now you actually need to depower this piston again. You need to depower this hopper again and power it again, and there you can see there is 3 potions. So this is actually very similar to the way that the crafting table is worked with this mod. So right here I have a very simple setup. I have a comparator running out with some redstone dust just coming around and a torch here, and this also locks this hopper down here. So if you take a look here, you can see we have kelp, and we have, yeah, one hopper is fine coming into this, but the option is there. You can fill the crafting table from all 4 of the sides and from the top. I believe you can also do it from the bottom, but then how would you get items out? So yeah, that doesn't make very much sense to me. But anyway, so you could put in items into a crafting table from any of the sides. And this system right here, this little contraption, just uh, this actually is a recipe, or this actually, no, this contraption allows for a recipe that uses a recipe with 9 items like this. All right. So the way that this works, I'm quickly going to turn this on. So the way this works is you can see it fills in from left to right, top to bottom. So yeah, right here you can see, and as soon as the 9th item is in, then it takes out the dried kelp block. So I can actually quickly show you just some logic behind that. So we have a comparator running out of the crafting table, and we have another comparator right here running into it. So, and yeah, here's another crafting table which I just filled in with 9 items. So then this gives a signal strength of, I think it's actually a full 15 signal strength. But then, yeah, this comparator only turns on once all the slots are filled. So yeah, and I just added the second hop here, so it just fills up a bit quicker. So as you can see, it fills up 2 items at a time. Yeah, so you can also add more. I actually show you a system later on that's way faster than this one. Yeah, as you can see here, yeah, you get your dried kelp blocks. And the possibility with this is, with a system like this, is you can have something like this. So this is actually just a row of smokers, so as you can see here. And then I just manually I just put in some kelp right here. So just fill in. Now this, you can actually hook up like a kelp farm to this chest here, and then yeah, I wouldn't recommend using hoppers like this. This is really just to demonstrate how it works. But yeah, anyway, yeah, all the furnaces are fueled by dried kelp blocks, and then the kelp is filled in from the top, and then all of them are filled in here, and I'm using the exact same system that I'm using right there. This just has a a dispenser right here, sorry, that dispenses all of the dried kelp blocks up to the top here. And then with this simple system, it first it fills up all of the smokers, as you can see with this hopper line. And once this hopper line is full, it will actually start to overflow into this chest. So yeah, this as I said, I wouldn't recommend this setup. This is really just to demonstrate how it works. And yeah, you can say also used a redstone block. Now you can also use this right here. It will also work with the system, but sometimes, yeah, in the previous one I showed you right there, I have a hopper right there, and yeah, this redstone block would just block that hopper, so that's why I used a different, yeah, just a different method there. Yeah, but there, this is the possibilities with the autocrafting system. And also another reason is why this is actually more difficult than just the brewing stand is if I show you right here, is if you want a more intricate crafting recipe. So let's quickly get some sticks, some string, and then yeah, just some demo. Okay, right. So if you want to craft a bow, then this would be the crafting recipe right here. But if you remember, as I previously said, the slots are filled in from left to right, top to bottom. So this slot is filled in first, then this one, this one, this one, and yeah, just continuing on. So the way that you need to put in these items into the crafting table is actually, you really need some redstone logic for that. So let me quickly show you. So first you would need to put in a one string, then one stick, then you actually need to put in a dummy item, and this doesn't have to be a snowball, this can literally be any other item. I'm just using a snowball, yeah, just for demonstration purposes. Then you need to put in another string, then another dummy item, a stick again, then a string, and a stick again. But then after this, then you need some kind of filter system at the bottom that only takes out the two snowballs, and then you can get your bow. So this is where it gets complicated. So even for a crafting recipe that's maybe like this, just a 2x2 crafting recipe, you would also need a dummy item to fill the slots in like this. And yeah, also something I'm thinking about now is if you want to craft doors for some reason, then this is the crafting recipe for doors, except not with dry cup, just with wood. But then you would need actually a dummy item right there, and sorry, one right there, and then take those two out, and only then you would get your door. So it isn't actually that simple to just hook this up and quickly craft yourself unlimited items. You actually really need some good knowledge of the game and how redstone works to, yeah, you're gonna have to build some complex contraptions using this. Okay, next time I quickly want to show you a better system of this. Alright, here I have basically a fully automatic kelp block farm or contraption, whatever you want to call it. So basically I just have some kelp farms here. Uh, I've built this design previously on one of my videos with a tutorial. I'll maybe link that down below or in the card. And yeah, there's just a simple hopper clock. And yeah, this system here, I'm just using it to send them off one by one to not, yeah, cause a lot of lag and to keep items coming in a constant stream. Yeah, the system is turned off at the moment. But then yeah, all the kelp would come in here and it would, yeah, spread over all these hoppers, and they would fill up the furnaces down here, right? Or sorry, the smokers. And then once all of the items are smelted, they get dispensed by these dispensers, and then they get flushed over to this system right here. So this system right here allows for, yeah, just all the dried kelp will be brought over these hoppers, and it will be, yeah, brought down into 3 dispensers. So I have one, sorry, droppers. There's the 3 droppers, all of them going into, yeah, this crafting table. So then they actually fill up like with one pulse, second pulse, third pulse. So yeah, this is one of the fastest systems that, yeah, I could think of, yeah, at the time of recording this. And then I have this system right here to lock this hopper and only take out the kelp blocks. And here you can see again I used the comparator with, yeah, just 9 items in, yeah, just to lock that one again. And yeah, after the blocks are crafted, they get brought over here, flushed, and then first they are brought over all of the hoppers to fill the smokers with fuel. And once all of the smokers are filled with fuel, they get flushed over into the storage. So this makes it possible to actually AFK at this farm, and have it running 24/7, and yeah, you would get massive amounts of dried kelp blocks, and this you can use for decoration, building. You can as a fuel source. That's dried kelp blocks are actually a very good fuel source. So if you have a big furnace array that you're smelting some, let's say some glass or something like that, then this is a great fuel source. And this is actually a very good renewable way and easy way of getting, well, not easy, you have to build this whole system, and yeah, there's some complex redstone going on here. Well, not that complicated, but yeah, you still have to keep track of everything. And yeah, if it breaks, yeah, there's a lot of figuring out to do what broke. So yeah, with the possibilities with the auto crafting is, yeah, I think it's really intricate, all the things you need to do and get in place to make it work. But yeah, this isn't vanilla, and I actually would really wish that it was vanilla, because yeah, as I said, there's already other systems like the furnace, smoker, or blast furnace, and the brewing stand is actually very similar to the crafting table. So in that regard, I think this is not too far-fetched, and yeah, I actually think I would like in my survival worlds to have auto crafting, especially when you're in a single player world, because then you can have like, yeah, basically any farms. You can have any farms you want, and the items will be converted, or you can craft them into what you want. So just quickly think about something. Maybe you have like a massive mob farm, and you're getting a lot of bones from the skeleton drops. Then maybe you want to craft that into bone meal, and then craft it into bone blocks. Then with auto crafting you can do that, so you don't need storage for bones, and then you have to manually go to a crafting table, craft all of the bones into bone meal, and then craft them into bone blocks. You can just have some auto crafting system that converts all the bones to bone meal, and then all the bone meal into bone blocks again. So that way, yeah, you have some more efficient storage, and yeah, you just store the bone blocks directly, and you can use that then for whatever you want. And then also, if you have, let's say, another farm that is a bone meal based farm, then you can actually also have a crafting system there that uncrafts the bone blocks into bone meal again, and in that way, yeah, you can just fill in some chest with bone blocks and let it automatically craft it into bone meal as it needs it. So yeah, that's actually all I want to say about autocrafting. I really think it should be in the game, and yeah, as I said, I'll leave the mod that I'm using, it's Quickcarpet, down below, the download to it. And the way that you turn it on is you just put slash carpet and then space, and then you can just click on auto crafting table right here, and then space again, and then you just say true. And actually, if you say true, then you have an option, so you just press T so you can use your mouse, and then you can actually click on this, and then you would set it to always be default true. So every time I load into this world, the auto crafting would be enabled. Alright, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would like to hear your thoughts and comments on, yeah, autocrafting. What do you think about it? Should it be in the game? Would you like to use it and maybe experiment with it? As I said, there's basically endless possibilities with autocrafting. You can build any machine you want, and yeah, I just think it would be a lot of fun to play around with, and yeah, all of that. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you again next time. Bye bye.